Hello friends and fans. If you're new here, I'm Lena. If you're returning, welcome back. If you missed my previous video, I'll put it up above. I don't know which side it's gonna be on, but I just got back from Tekko, which is an anime convention that is based in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. I was very lucky to have been invited and accepted and to have applied and whatever to be part of their inaugural regional designer showcase. This is something they put together to invite indie designers that are kind of from the same area, at least within a certain demographic area, a geographic area, I mean, from Tekko itself. There were a few designers who were from the Midwest, and there were a few designers like myself from the Mid-Atlantic, and it was such an amazing experience. I just want to start by saying it was actually an amazing experience. They gave us a space to set up our shops. They invited us to take part in the fashion show. And I've been attending Tekko for several years. Most of that time, I've been there in the capacity of working with the Lolita Collective, who has helped them, bring fashion talent for many of the events. And I, for a really long time, have wanted to have my own looks on the stage. And so this was kind of something of a dream come true to have the opportunity to do this. I don't know that I mentioned this before in my previous video, but for this collection, my goal was to highlight plus size bodies. And I had all plus size individuals, including some non-binary folks, modeling for me, which is something that I always warms my heart when I'm able to take these people who otherwise would not have an opportunity to model for Japanese brands, and I'm able to make them not only, able to walk in the show, but actually feel great in their outfits. Pretty much all of my models bought their fashion show looks, which just warms my heart so much. I'm so thankful for my amazing models who I got to work with. Check them out on my Instagram. I've got photos of them. They're just quick ones I took from backstage, and I'm hoping to have more photos from the convention staff photographer to be able to post over the next upcoming weeks. Speaking of the collection, my Alchemy Collection was a Tekko exclusive. It was available first at Tekko. There are a few pieces left over from the con stock. I have 3 size 1 JSKs, 2 size 2 JSKs, and 1 of my size 4 JSKs. If you're unfamiliar with my shop sizing scheme, I will leave the chart down in the description box below. I plan on listing these on the Lolita Collective probably by this weekend. I'm aiming for December 19th. A little bit of that will depend on when I can get my workspace back in working order. When I unpack the car from the weekend, I just kind of put stuff everywhere, and I still have to pull my grid wall out of the car, and it will be up before Christmas. However, it will not, you order it on the 19th, unfortunately, I cannot guarantee its arrival before Christmas. So, with that all being said, I thought I might also show and share with you guys some of the stuff that I got from Tekko. Being able to see so many amazing indie designers in one spot was absolutely awesome. Some of them I am very close friends with, some of them are newer acquaintances, and it was an amazing experience to get to meet them and spend time together. They put us all kind of in the same area so we could interact and, talk. And I have a lot of friends who are indie designers, and now I think I have a few more. It's always nice to have that specific, very niche community expanded more so. I also got stuff from the Lolita swap meet, although I'm not gonna lie, I definitely cheated and walked up to my girlfriend's table after scanning the whole room and just took stuff that she had that I wanted. So kind of cheated the swap meet, but also won it at the same time because I left with some amazing things. So with that, Puvi had some new crystal heart necklaces, and as you guys know, I am a collector of those. With this weekend's haul, I'm definitely over 50 necklaces, and I'm getting close to 100 overall crystal heart items. So I'll put a quick showing of them here. I'm absolutely obsessed with the two new red colorways because, you know, it's like the gunmetal and all red is just so good. I have gunmetal with white border already on and red, and then the silver and red. I also have a silver and red, but this one with the black border, it just pops in a way that I'm in love with. The blue one is also very similar to one I currently have. I have the alternating blue and light blue, but this one has a dark blue border, and so having a Pokemon moment, and I gotta get them all, at least the ones that I'll wear. The pink one is also a new colorway. It is pink with a lavender border, and I got matching earrings for the necklaces when I could. I was so excited when Puvi announced that they were bringing back restock of the earrings. I have some of their original release of the heart-shaped earrings that were done with acrylic, and the glass ones are just so much prettier in person, and I'm sure they're going to look so much prettier when worn. That's what I got for Puvi. She also had these beautiful body chains that I don't think would fit around my body, but I could wear as a really silly, overly ornate necklace. It would just drape like this far. I'm planning on picking those up, some of those up next time I see her, probably at MagFest or KatsuCon, which I don't know if she's announced, so if she hasn't, you heard it here first, folks. Next, I'm just gonna grab it real quick. So I've been following Enchanted Dream Couture online. I had purchased a pair of their socks secondhand. They're not the most plus size friendly socks, but for my 16-inch calves, they work well enough. So I picked up these Menhera inspired kind of socks. I recently was gifted from a friend. Oh, I didn't even notice it's got like the little heartbeat raises up. Anyway, one of my friends recently gifted me, or I bought from them, I don't know, this swimmer apron, and I have a black ribbon hollow made head cap. So I'm working on a Menhera inspired coordinate, so keep an eye out for that. I'll put that on my Gato Getaway Instagram once I finish that. Next, I'm so excited. Every time I see Beastly Boutique, I buy some horns from them. Now, as a resin artist, they've been experiencing a lot of troubles thanks to the panini, and it's really hard for them to get resin now, so they didn't super advertise that they were going to be at Tekko, and when I ran into them, it was so nice. They're such a sweet human. They're so genuine and amazing, and their work is awesome. I picked up 2 new pairs of horns. These ones are their Demon King in what I believe is their Harajuku colorway. It's pastel. I don't know what else to say. I have these horns in a different style. I saw them at KatsuCon, and then I failed to go back when they had just unveiled their succubus horns, and these are so good. I was able to get a pair this weekend in the clear with like iridescent glitter. I wore these half of the weekend because they're so nice. I love the Demon King ones as well. These are my these are my favorite style, second only to the succubus horns. They're just thick. They're chunky boys. Anyway, so got the horns, and then the last thing I got was all the swap meet stuff, which includes, I got 2 skirts. One is this Triple Fortune clock / piano skirt. It's got card suits also in it. I borrowed this from my girlfriend a few times, and I absolutely fell in love with it. And so when I saw she was getting rid of it, I was like, hey honey, that's mine. And then also another We're All Mad Here skirt. I don't know that I posted my second closet cleaning video yet, but I do own this skirt. However, the one I have is made out of cotton, and this one is made out of a polyester. And I think the polyester will actually hold up a lot better overall. At least it won't fade as I wash it. So, and now that I have 2 of them, I can twin with my girlfriend, which is why she originally bought this one, so we could twin, but she just didn't have room for it anymore, and so now it is in my house, and that's fine. Then I got a few small things and some JSKs. Now, there are 2 bows that are from random Putumayo pieces, which is a story here, but I'm not going to go too far into it. I had originally given these to her, and so I was just taking them back. Then for the JSKs, the first one is this Bodyline Alice in Wonderland print. Back in the day, I owned this in every single colorway, and then I sold them off. This one has, she attempted to replace the zipper and did not do a great job. I don't think that's going to show up on camera. So what my plan is I'm going to first of all remove the waist ties, and I'm actually going to turn this into a high-waisted skirt is the end game that I have planned for it. So that'll be in my mod project pile for a while until I get a chance to deal with that. The last thing is another Triple Fortune item. I do not remember the name of this, but it's an OP. The funny thing about the OP and the JSK, or the skirt, is that these items all came from a Innocent World Lucky Pack that I purchased at I think it was the last RuffleCon, but it might have been the second to last RuffleCon. I picked up a few lucky packs, and one of them was for my girlfriend, and this was one of the things that were in there. So I was very excited to be able to take this back from her, not just because of the story. She wasn't a huge fan of how this baby doll cut sat on her. And I think what I'll do is when I wear this, I'll wear it with like a little whoopsie corset that I'll actually bring the waistline down to my waistline. And yeah, again, follow me on Instagram to see how I style these. But with that, I think I've covered all of my bases, dotted all my I's, checked all my boxes. If you have any questions about how Tekko was this year, if you have any questions what it's like to be in the Regional Designer Showcase, if you yourself are another indie designer and just want to know how that process is like, feel free to leave a comment down below or send me a message on any of my socials. Yeah, that's what I got. Thank you guys so much for watching, whether it's morning, afternoon, or night, wherever you are. I hope you have an amazing day, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye! We go!